The 2012 regular season is in the books. Greetings from Harrisonburg, Ted Alexander and Andy Mashaw. Andy, what an interesting game this was against the Dukes, who came out ready to roll.
It seemed like every other CAA game they've had this year. It's a grind. You got to fight it out.
JMU scores in their first drive, leads 14-3 after one quarter, led 21-10 at the half, and you're thinking, uh-oh, but you saw something you liked in the second quarter.
Yeah, we did. The defense finally started to come around. They got a stop to end that first half. Then they came back out in the second half, got another stop. They got like 3 stops in a row in between the second and the third quarters. When they really started to go, they got their offense clicking a little bit. Things started to turn around.
What do you think was the key for the offense turning it around a bit?
Well, Coach Wilder said they had too many of self-inflicted mistakes. They had a couple of dropped balls. They had a bunch of 5-yard penalties against themselves. The second half, they adjusted to the rush better. They got some quick passes off. They started to get first downs and get things rolling. They never did get the running game going, but Heineke checked things down, kept taking what they gave him, and instead of trying to force things downfield, and they started to click off some yardage and got into a rhythm.
Another 4 touchdown passes for Taylor Heineke, who goes 32 of 45 for 357 yards. And in that second half, he was clicking. He was finding his boys. Nick Mayers, a couple of touchdown passes. Larry Pinkert as well.
Yeah, and Antonio Vaughn, 10 catches, 123 yards. He had a touchdown. Nick Mayers had like 3 catches, and 2 of them were touchdowns. They got it going. But the thing that turned this whole thing around was the defense. And it was a play of the linebackers, Caleb Taylor, John Darr, and Craig Wilkins. Also, the safeties coming up and run support. Paul Moran had a bunch of tackles tonight. The defense really turned this thing around. 6
sacks for that Monarch defense, and when they needed to come up with a play, they were able to do it, and they turned the game around.
Yeah, they stopped them on 4th down, twice there in the second half, and they went for it. 2 times they caught them and turned them over on downs, and that's how you keep them out of the game.
38-28, a come-from-behind victory for Old Dominion that wraps up their 2012 season 10-1, 7-1 in the CAA. Now, the officials will say they can't win the conference championship. You saw a celebration that was worthy of a conference title in that locker room.
Oh, yeah, that was a championship celebration in that locker room. Don't tell them to them down there. Don't tell Coach Wilder. Be very quiet if you're going to say it's not official when you say that around him, because they think it's official. They think it's real, and they deserve it.
What is real is also the first ever school 10-win regular season. Now it's on to the playoffs. The final score again: Old Dominion 38, James Madison 28. For Andy Mashaw, I'm Ted Alexander for Monarch Media.